video. Today we're back with another match preview. This time it's Sheffield United versus Swansea City in the Sky Bet Championship. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So obviously it's going to be a tough one. You know, Sheffield United didn't have a good start to the season. They were quite low down like us, but now, you know, they start to come back into it a bit more. I believe they're, you know, in and around the playoff spots. I think they're something like 9th, 10th or 11th, something around about there. So yeah, it's going to be a tough game. Obviously, they got 4 former players of ours who were all fan favourites, to be honest. Morgan Gibbs-White, Conor Hourihane, and then the 2 in particular, Ryan Brewster and Ollie McBurney. So hopefully none of them can score against us on the weekend. Hopefully we don't concede at all, but it's going to be a tough game. I think we can win, but it's going to be tough. I don't know if we will win, but hopefully we can get something out of this. I think a draw away at Bramall Lane would be great. However, we do have a good record against Sheffield United. I don't think we've lost to them the last 3 times we played them. But yeah, what's your prediction? Not a prediction. What's your thoughts going into this game?
I think it's going to be a really, really tough game. Obviously, Sheffield United are doing a lot better than us this season. I know at the start of the season they weren't exactly brilliant. Obviously, we drew 0-0 to them at the start of the season. And, you know, I think after a few months after, they did sack their manager, Šikanović. And then they brought in the replacement of Heckingbottom, who I believe is a really, really decent manager on his day. And I think he's definitely improved Sheffield United to a certain extent. Obviously, they are a lot higher in the league now than what they used to be at the start of the season. So it's going to be a tough game for us as well. Obviously, we beat Bristol City in our last game, which is obviously a magnificent result. So hopefully we can try and find that consistency there. But, you know, once we win a game, we tend to go and lose one. So hopefully, you know, that doesn't happen. But against a really decent Sheffield United side, with some really good experience and young talent in that side as well. So I could see us probably perhaps getting a point out of this game, but getting a win is going to be really, really tough.
Yeah, as for the injury news then, so I'll start off with the Sheffield United injury news then. They've got 2 players out injured and 1 suspension. The injuries are Jack O'Connell with a knee injury and I believe it is Ryan Brewster with a hamstring injury. So obviously he won't be playing. And Oliver Norwood with a yellow card suspension, but Luke will give you the Swansea injury news and suspensions.
So yeah, for Swans injury news and suspensions, I believe it's only Carl Norton who's currently injured. I think Ryan Bennett might be free to play. I'm not too sure if he's got 1 more game left of his suspension, but I think he's soon to come back. But yeah, at the moment it's just Norton for injuries.
Yeah, and then key players then, so starting off for Sheffield United, I'm going to go with John Fleck. I'm also going to go with Billy Sharp. You know, his experience I think is something, you know, which is really vital to them. And I'm also going to go with Sander Berge as well. Obviously, you know, a massive 6'5" midfielder, and he's got, you know, bundles of ability. Played with players like Haaland in the Norwegian squad. So yeah, you know, he's got that experience. But yeah, who would you give? Well, would you add anyone else to that?
I'd probably add is it the youngster? Is it Ndiaye? Is that his name? I think I'd probably go for him. I think he's a really good, young, exciting talent. I know he's been quite good for Sheffield United this season. And I'd probably have to go for Morgan Gibbs-White as well. Not just because he's an ex-Swans player, but I think overall for Sheffield United, since he's been there on loan, I think he's had a good impact there since he's joined them. So I'd add those 2 to the list.
Yeah, and then for the Swans key players then, I'm going to go with Jamie Patterson. I'm going to go with Cyrus Christie. I think he's been very good recently. And I'm going to go with Joel Pirro. But would you add anyone else?
I think I'd have to add Hannes Wolf in there. I think in recent games, especially that Bristol game, I thought he played quite well in. So I'd probably have to add him to that list as well, just for that creativity on that left-hand side, adapting to that left wing-back role, which isn't naturally his position, but he's adapted really well to that position since he joined us. And I would add him to that list as well.
Yeah, and then my lineup then, so in goals I'm going to go with Andy Fisher, right wing-back Cyrus Christie, 3 centre-backs, Ben Cabango, Flynn Downs and Ryan Manning. Left wing back Hannes Wolf, 2 midfield Matt Grimes and Olivia Nacham, and up front Joel Pirro, Jamie Patterson and Michael Obafemi. But what's your lineup?
Yeah, in goal I'm going to go for Ben Hamer. I think Fisher in recent times has been a bit dodgy, especially with his distribution, so I'm going to go for Ben Hamer in goal. Right wing back Cyrus Christie, left wing back Hannes Wolf. 3 at the back I'll go for Ryan Manning, Ben Cabango, and who else should I go for? Actually no, I know for Finlay Burns. I thought he had a good debut against Bristol City, so I'll add him into that defence as well. At midfield I'll go for Grimes and Flynn Downs. Cam, Jamie Patterson, and then obviously the usual duo up top in Michael Obafemi and Joel Pirro.
Yeah, then my prediction. So I said it's going to be tough. I don't think we'll get a win, but I'm going to be optimistic. I'm going to go Sheffield United 1, Swansea City 1. I'm going to say to get the goal for us, I'm going to go with Joel Pirro. I think now that he scored 1 goal after his drought, you know, it will continue. And you know what? It's going to be absolutely typical Ollie McBurnie. He hasn't scored all season and he's going to score against us. So yeah, 1-1, Joel Pirro and McBurnie. But what's your prediction?
Oh yeah, I think this game will be quite high scoring. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. Yeah, goal scores for Sheffield United, I'll go for Ollie McBurnie as well. I'll go for Billy Sharp. And then for us, I'm going to go for Joel Pirro and Michael Obafemi.
Yeah, obviously thanks for watching this video. We won't be attending the game, but we will be back with some form of video tomorrow, either a live stream or a match reaction. So yeah, stay tuned for that, and thanks for watching.
Cheers.